that line there. And it goes, this is the 2012 Duramax. It's the one I've been driving. By the way, that line goes there. Crosses back over right here. And right there, it's been rubbing. And that is not good at all. It come out of the bracket up here. And they both need to go back in the bracket or tied up some kind of way. We'll handle that in a minute. Right now, I'm just trying to get the line off and get it changed. But we did get done with that 380, so that was a good thing. I just got to get this line off right now. So, anyway. It's in a bad spot up there. We are switching trucks. I got to get everything off this truck. I never really showed y'all how I had it set up. I had those pack out boxes here, another pack out box, Montezuma, big box with oil and stuff, another Montezuma miscellaneous, chest toolbox for spare stuff, big stuff. And this box is price bar sets. Some other stuff. Alright, what's up, folks? It is Tuesday. So we got our transmission lines here. We decided to go aftermarket kit on these, pretty much like a hydraulic style line for your transmission lines for this 2012 Duramax. There's nothing wrong with these lines, putting the hard lines back on it. They are known to leak at where they put together at right here. This one was not. It come out the bracket and was rubbing right here a little bit and rubbed a hole in it. But the softer lines are just gonna be a lot easier to get in here, and so that's why we went that route. So it's not much to put them on. You got to, of course, switch the fittings out, but pretty self-explanatory. Some directions that come with it. So yeah, not gonna be bad. We're gonna go ahead and get after it here so I can get this truck back moving. Y'all be seeing I did get they did get me a new work truck. So this was the 2012 Duramax, and got a 24 over there, the service body on it this time instead of the flatbed. I'll get into all that later on, but both beds work great, I think. I had this one set up with Montezuma, this back box for oil, grease guns, that kind of stuff was in there. Had a chest type sitting up there, and it's actually going to go on the truck over here. But I had it sitting up there with just spare parts, jumper cables, more air hose, big 1-inch air gun, that type of stuff. Had most recently Added a small Montezuma here, punches, chisels, picks, my big wrenches were in it. It's right there now. Like I said, the Montezumas, all the boxes are coming off this truck except this one's going to get slid to the front so we can pull a gooseneck with this truck again. The compressor's coming off today, hopefully, as soon as I get it moving. I'm going to take it around to the hoist around there and go ahead and set this compressor off. This box is coming off. I think Andrew's going to take it and put it on his Dodge. So, yeah, had a lot of boxes on this truck. Or, not a lot, but a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had 5. And then I had 3 pack outs back here. 2 faced over there with power tools. The other one was bolts, butt connectors, all that kind of stuff. The other one was some electrical tools, die grinders, seal kits, stuff like that. So, got to put the back seat back in this one because I had deleted it. And then there's some, there's miscellaneous stuff everywhere, about in every door I got to get out. So, but for the most part, we have switched a good bit of stuff to this truck. We're still working on it. I'm not going to show a whole lot until we're all the way done with it. And I'll give you a tour of it. But never really gave a tour of this truck. But you can kind of see how it was set up now that it's all, some of it's already been taken off. But had just built the cooler rack up here. So, I mean, I had been driving this truck for 4 or 5 years. Getting close to 5 years. So, had that's when I had come back here. So, I was steady adding stuff all the time. Try to make it hold more. I will say about the service body over here, it just holds more than these 2 boxes. The Montezuma, that box went to the other side. Everything from, so I had a lot of kits, like bigger socket sets, coolers, stuff like that, in top of that toolbox over there. That, what was in here, this Montezuma, that other Montezuma, which this Montezuma was packed, that box was pretty full. It all got put on this side of the truck pretty much. So, and plus the pack out boxes. So, like I said, that bed, if you set it up right, do it right with your shelves, will hold more than you can put on a flat bed with boxes. But flat bed is countless endless options. You can make a flat bed however you want it. I think I had this one set up decent. I didn't have much bed space, but it's just trying to pack a bunch of tools on it. That's just how it was. So this one I'm gonna have more bed space when we're done with it, and I think it's gonna work good. So anyway, we're gonna get these lines stuck on and see if we can't get this truck about finished today. All right, folks, this is the truck we finished up yesterday. So this will be the service truck I'm driving now. We went and picked this thing up last week from up in North Carolina from a dealership. So a fleet had ordered like 8 or 10 of these 3500 Chevrolets 2024s. They run them through, got the beds put on them, so they drove them enough to get the beds put on, so they were considered used. It had 80 miles on it when we got it. I got 404 on it now, so I haven't, I drove it back that day. It's the second night I drove it home. So, anyway, this is the inside. They do have what they call the LT dash in this, so that's going to be the bigger screen, full digital here. It's still not the full center console, but there's storage down here and storage there now, so that's a little more than I had in the old 2012 Chevrolet, which it was, the whole cab was work cab. This does have the vinyl floor in it, which is good. These are some seat covers I found for cheap at AutoZone, but I got a pair of Tiger Tuffs coming, custom fit. And gonna get the farm logo put on them, so that'll be pretty cool. I got Tiger Tuffs for that truck. Not Tiger Tuffs. I got the Sportsmans in that truck, and I love them. But I'm gonna try Tiger Tuffs in this one. So, got it, pretty much all my stuff in here all set up. So this is a nap hide. The other truck I was driving was a flatbed, and I had 2 Montezumas, this toolbox, and 2 other boxes on it. So this truck holds a good bit more. It held a lot of my stuff on this side. So screwdrivers, quarter, 3/8, half-inch, just done. Got some bolt biters over there, just done magnetic to the tray. We did, not me, but the guys at the shop got together and helped me with this setting this whole truck up. So, they made the wrench holders really similar to the Montezuma box. So, extension and pliers over here, hammers down there, some gloves, taps, all my grinding stuff, filter wrenches, easy outs, bigger taps, snap ring pliers, files, some other box cutters, scrapers, picks, punches, chisels, Allen keys. Some are in there, the ones that go on sockets. A lot of sockets that I got, individual sockets that are for certain things, such as big trucks, cylinders, that type of thing, are all there. My long ratchets and pull bars are here, and my 1-inch drive, and then there is some 3/4 set, 1-inch sock set, coolers, drivers for like knocking races, stuff like that. So back here is indeed the pack outs I had in the back seat. I got a bag up here, some prize bars there. My other long prize bar is tucked up in there. Bottoms, power tools, and then just bolts, electrical stuff. Got some wire in there, sawzall or hacksaw, whatever Milwaukee likes to call it. So we didn't put the compressor up here. It is in the bed because we have pivots, and I didn't want to drive up under pivot and tear the pivot up or the compressor. And we built this just to throw oil and stuff up under. set stuff on up here. This toolbox is just planter parts, combine parts, cardboard to lay on, belts, blades, some big rope in there, heater hose for those occasional truck breakdowns on the side of the road somewhere. Of course, you got to have a cooler, water tank to wash your hands, and when something blows a radiator hose, I just pull up beside it and you can put water back in it with that. This is oil, grease, hand pump grease gun. I got a couple pull pins laying in there right now. My vise, which can go right there, or goes right there. You can also put it in the hitch, but I put the bracket back on there. All my aerosol cans, brake clean, all that good stuff. So anything that's grease related, oil related in here. So I got to put liner all on this side. So it's still kind of, this is not how it's going to be, but this is the only wrenches that ended up over here is my big wrenches. I got air ones in here. It's a hydrant wrench. Electric grease gun. A hole saw kit. And then this here is just big pipe wrench. An air jack. I got another one that's going to go in here. Chain straps. 1-inch air gun. Big pull strap. Jumper cables. That type of thing. Zip ties. A mini torch. A few bearings in here. So this will be probably for a lot of parts. O-ring kits up there. Hose clamps. Big bolts. All that kind of stuff. So all my air hose fittings. So yep. This is how it's set up. I didn't really do a tour of the other truck, but that's a quick video of how this one here is set up. So I like it so far. Like I said, with a flatbed or a body like this, there's you can do almost endless stuff to them. Set them up how you want to. Like I said, some people put their compressors up here. You can do welders, stuff like that. But this is how this is gonna be rolling for a while. So I'm gonna get off of here and get this video put up, and we'll catch up with y'all later on.